Of Armie Hammer, serial killer, cannibal, abuser, all the signs we ignored.
Armie Hammer violently raped me for over 4 hours.
And airs hidden scandals.
Every single hole in your body until I was done with you.
I had bruises, I hated it.
He abused me mentally, emotionally, and sexually.
He is a keeper. I've never doubted it for a minute.
From red carpets to courtrooms, this Hollywood's golden boy turned outcast, and his turbulent journey navigated scandal and exile. Armie Hammer was predestined for success from the very start of his life. He first took a breath in this world on the 28th of August in the year of 1986 in Los Angeles, California. Because of his strong family background, he could succeed in the aspects that most young performers can only imagine due to the money and power of his family. His father was a successful contractor, and his mother was a vice president of a bank before marriage. He began his acting career at an early age, getting tiny roles in films and television series before making his debut in the historical drama. Billy Early Days, their debut CD entitled The Early Years, came out in 2008. Billy Graham is the main focus of the movie, and it portrays his life. Hammer's initial success story dates back to the year 2010, when he portrayed two characters in the movie The Social Network, in which he completely embodied the twin brothers, Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss. Hammer just did very well. For this, he got media coverage and attention, and with that strengthened him even more as a young artist on the rise. Hammer kept on having more successful careers as he played in movies such as J. Edgar, 2011, The Lone Ranger, 2013, and The Man from U.N.C.L.E., 2015. On the other hand, he acted in Call Me By Your Name in 2017, under the direction of Luca Guadagnino, which can be stated as the movie that confirmed him as a star in Hollywood. Namely, due to the portrayal of this character as an intelligent, attractive professor who starts a passionate affair with a gay man of a younger age, he earned international fame, gaining several award nominations. Of course, Hammer was also allowed to be successful in his working life, but people began to gossip and hear rumors about his personal life. These rumors found a more concrete expression at the beginning of the year 2021, when several horrifying texts that were allegedly from Hammer were posted on different websites. Some of the descriptions of sexual desires which were written in these letters included physical force and explicit language that involved rape as well as murderous intentions of the intended partners, as well as featuring cannibalism. Due in part to the risque nature of these messages, the public is bemused, and Hammer, with the aid of his management and promoters, lost the clean-cut image that he always portrayed to the public. Throughout the entire scandal, many women reported Hammer to be an alleged abuser, with physically violent, emotionally abusive, and manipulative behavior. Effie was the name of the woman who accused Hammer of rape in 2017, which was one of the most sordid claims. The accusations that Effie made against Hammer were further supported by vivid details and text messages, and due to this, the Los Angeles Police Department opened an investigation against Hammer. These charges have been thoroughly denied by Hammer, who has said in each of his affairs with ladies, both were willing participants. In this case, however, the loss of his reputation happened fast and intensely. Armie lost his connections with talent agencies and publicists and got fired from many major projects, including the motion pictures of Shotgun Wedding and The Offer. This can be considered as the starting point of his fade from the Hollywood industry as a professional. Although Hammer's controversy has created a massive public stir and caused discussions about consent, power manipulation, and celebrities' liability. Concerning Hammer, people have developed different opinions. Some considered him a predator who attacked young girls, and others stated that it was all a plot to defame him. The problem was made worse by the fact that social media was mostly polarized, adding to the existing division. From the personal perspective of Hammer, the issue influenced his working life as well as his private life very negatively. During the unfolding of the scandal in his life, he also went through a divorce with Elizabeth Chambers, with whom they have 2 children, to sort out their parenting time. This occurred way back in July of the year 2020, when Chambers filed a petition for an understanding that the marriage could not be sustained any longer. The separation process also introduced another level of challenge to Hammer's situation, which was already complicated to begin with the controversy it entailed. And to the shocking revelation, said depravities included cannibalism, an element that it was alleged Hammer was interested in, and which was one of the most horrifying accusations leveled against the actor. Among the violent intentions expressed by Hammer include thoughts of eating and drinking blood, and these were part of the messages that were leaked. These fantasies were Hammer's desire to cut off a partner's toe and keep it with him. For instance, despite that such text messages were disturbing, they raised awareness on whether such messages were crossing a line between fantasy and harm. Hammer has claimed that he is into BDSM, which is an umbrella term for a range of often erotic and typically interpersonal power dynamics where the participants are consenting. However, the women who accused Hammer stated that they never consented to abuse as a part of BDSM, but the star forced them into the mistreatment. The people narrated how they were forced and coerced into getting involved in activities that made them feel uncomfortable and scared. Being together and the issue of consent in romantic relationships have both emerged as a complicated subject, more so when there is an existing power difference, which in this case is a very huge one. Hammer was more of a power broker, based on the fact that Hammer was a Hollywood actor, and as such, could easily influence millions of people. This position might have had its impact on his social relationships as well. The ladies who accused him said they could not express their consent, or even say no to the advances, because they were scared of the repercussions or being coerced into it. Consent in any relationship, and particularly sexual ones, should always be clear and enthusiastic, which is why their absence or lack in any type of relationship is especially dangerous in the case of sadomasochism. It can be assumed that Hammer probably misused his authority and did not honor the independence of his partners, based on the accusations leveled against him. This leads to various complexities concerning how society perceives, as well as the implementation of consent, especially in situations characterized by power imbalances. Finding himself under the hot waters, Armie Hammer is in a state of uncertainty, and his future is totally at stake. Is he really ready to make an astonishing comeback, or is he totally banished from Hollywood? Several elements lie under the answer to this question, including legal investigation results, his acceptance of the committed crimes, and public forgiveness. Armie Hammer's downfall is a stark reminder of the perils of having the world at your feet, thinking you're above the law, and how fame can eat away at your soul. From his early days as a Hollywood golden boy to his current status as a controversial exile, Hammer's story is a reminder that talent and charm can only get you halfway up the mountain. What are your thoughts about this chaotic story? Whether it is influence or is the victim of defamation? Don't forget to tell us in the comments below.